Good afternoon, student. Today our topic is system of particles and rotational system. Okay. So before going to discuss about this, first know what is particles. The particle is defined as an object with mass is finite but size and the internal structure is neglected. Similarly, what is system? The system defined as the collection of a large number of particles with a mutual interaction. Now, the internal forces. So, what is internal force? It is the mutual force exerted by the particles of the systems on one another. Now, the center mass and center of gravity. What is actually center of mass? The center of mass is defined as the point at which the whole mass of the body is supposed to be concentrated. Similarly, what is your center of gravity? It is the point at which whole weight of the body is supposed to be concentrated or act. That is the difference between your center of mass and your center of gravity. Now, we discuss about the mathematical form of position vector of center mass of two particle system. So look here. Center of mass of two particle system. Okay. Particle 1 of mass M1, the position vector is R1. Particle 2 of mass M2 with position vector R2. It is the origin. The x-axis, it is the y-axis. Okay. Then the center mass of the position vector is your C. The position vector RCM. Okay. It is point C. Here, the external force act on the particles M1 and M2 is F1 ext, it is F2 ext. Now, what is the internal forces? How it is act? For M1, it is F1 to act on the particle 1 of mass M1 generated by the particle 2. It is F21. Okay. It is in this direction, it is reverse directions of F12. The sum of the F12 and F21 equal to 0. Here. So this is the figure of the two particle systems to determine the position vector of the center mass. So look here. R1, the position vector of mass M1. R2, the position vector of the particle of mass M2. Okay. And RCM, the position vector of the center mass. Similarly, F1 external force, F2 external force. ext means external force. External force act on M1, external force act on M2. Similarly, F12 force act on M1 by M2. And F21 force act on M2 by M1. So this is the parameters. The position vector R1, R2, external force and internal force. And how to determine the position vector of the center of mass? So look here. Net force act on the mass m1, F1 is equal to the sum of the external force and internal force. Net force X on the mass m2. F2 equal to F2 external and your internal force. Adding these two equations, after adding this one, adding the equations 1 and 2, the equation 1 is equation 2. Okay. After adding these two, F1 plus F2 equal to F1 external, F1 2, F2 external, F2 1. Look, and result will come. Yes. What is the result? You know that F1 2 equal to your minus F2 1. Have you Newton's third law? The force exerted on the mass m1 by m2 is equal and opposite to the force exerted by m1 on m2. So the sum of these two forces equal to 0. Okay. So your F1 plus F2, F1 external plus F2 external. You keep at one place, that is F1 2 plus F2 1. This is your 0. After that, the equation became like this. Okay. Here, F1 and F2. This is M1 A1, M2 A2. F1 E external, F2 E external. The total force belongs to F, net force. Okay. After that, the equation became F equal to M1 A1, M2 A2. Okay. So what is your F value? It is your mass of the system. That is ACM, M1, A1, that is M2, A2. What is M here? M is equal to the sum of the total mass. It means the sum of the mass of the two particles. So M1, M2, ACM, center mass, it is ACN, M1, A1 plus M2, A2 by M1 plus M2. Equation 3. Now you have to describe this one, E1, A2 and ACM in terms of position vector. And how will you describe? Look here. In equation 3, the velocity vectors V1 is equal to, it is right in this way, V2 also, rate of change of position. Similarly, accelerations, it is dV1 and dt is equal to d of dr1 by dt. The rate of change of velocity, that is. So dt is d square r1 by dt square. Similarly, A2 will come here in this way, d square r2 by dt square. This is a system to describe the velocity and the accelerations in terms of position vectors of the two particles. Okay. Now, putting this value in the equation 3. So here equation 3 is your ACM is equal to M1 A1 to M2 A2, which is your M1 plus M2. Here you write down this square by dt square. It is your RCM. Here it is taking M1 common here. T square R1 by dt square. D square R2 by dt square into your M2. Here M1 and 2. Taking common, d square dt square both sides. It will become M1 plus M2 by M1 plus, so this your R1 plus R2, the M1 plus M2. Now you are taking d square by dt square down. Cancelling these factors, RCM is equal to here M1 also here. M1 here M2 R2. So M1 R1 M2 R2 by M1 plus M2. This is the position vector of the center mass. So here the position vector of the center mass RCM is equal to M1 R1 M2 R2. Okay, this is in vector forms by M1 plus M2. Some result arises here. One is M1 equal to M2 and RCM equal to your M1 is R1 plus R2, it is 2 M1, that is this vector R1 plus R2 by 2, RCM. With the mass, both are equal. Other result, the coordinate of the particles of mass M1 and M2, the center mass for x coordinate, that is M1 x1 M2 x2 by M1 plus M2. Similarly, y coordinate, it is M1 y1 M2 y2 by M1 plus M2. Now the center mass for n particle, x axis, y axis and z axis. Okay. The body, first n particle, the body of mass M1, the position vector R1, the body of mass M2, the position vector R2, the body of mass Mn for n particle, it is Rn. Okay, and it is your center mass C. Position vector is RCM. Okay. So what is the position vector for a particular n system of center mass? Okay. Here RCM equal to M1 R1 M2 R2 Mn Rn by total mass M1 M2 up to Mn. That is equal to for n particle I equal to 1 Mi Ri by the summation of this one is your n. Okay. This is total mass. Similarly, for x coordinate and y and z, the center mass is for the particles of n particle is your xcm is equal to m1 x1 m2 x2 mn xn equal to m1 plus m2 mn. That equal to your summation of mx by m. Now for YCL, center mass of y coordinate. Your m1 y1, m2 y2, m3 y3, mx yn by m1 m2 mn. That is equal to my by m. Then for z coordinate, that is the center mass is mz by m. Okay. In this way calculate for the n particle system. If there is a mass distribution is continuous, then you should change this value mx in terms of x dn. It is summation of the y coordinate, that is y dn, and summation of mz equal to your z dn. So center mass became like this. X m is equal to x dm by m, y cm equal to y dm by m, and it is equal to your z dm by m. Okay. And this RCM became your RCM by m. In this way, you have to calculate by taking the integrations